Let me give you what I think are 3 rules for interpreting the fall camp rumors that we kind of always get, including the ones we're about to get over the course of the next few weeks ahead of the 2025 season. Here is rule number 1. Good news often leaks. Bad news rarely does. Typically speaking, the only stuff you hear coming out of fall camp is the really good stuff. So at least take that with a grain of salt, that good news often leaks, bad news rarely does. Here's rule number 2. If the news is good enough, somehow, some way, Georgia itself, I would suggest, will find a way to make sure we're aware of it. Like George Pickens makes this amazing one-handed catch during a scrimmage. We know that a Georgia staffer in an unauthorized capacity putting video on the internet of a Georgia scrimmage or practice, it'd be worse than fired, right? So when these little videos have sort of snuck onto the internet, we would suspect that somehow, some way, that was kind of ushered along by somebody in some sort of mysterious set of circumstances. This sort of magically arrived to us. And perhaps maybe that'll happen again this year. So here's rule number 3, and I think this is really important. You need to be very careful about what you don't hear. No news is not usually good news, because good news often leaks, bad news rarely does. So for players or position groups where the rumor mill is fairly quiet, I would usually take that as perhaps at least a little bit of a negative. Sometimes that can be a little bit of a clue of what we kind of don't want to be true, but if it is true, we do want to know about it. And so that's some of the ways we interpret all of that.